And now it's time for Out and About with our roving reporter, Emily Boes.
Thank you, Isaac. In an effort to bring some class and sophistication to this program, we've decided to include in our program interview segments with significant people in the media. Tonight, I'm here with an important figure right here at WJMU, current acting program director, Mr. William Anderson.
Thank you, Miss Boes. Please, call me Will.
All right, Mr. Anderson.
And, may I just say that I've very much admired your work on this program.
Thank you.
It's a shame you don't get better material.
Well...
Really, whoever you've got writing for you just won't do anymore.
Mr. Anderson, how did you become the acting program director for WJMU?
Well, the person who had the position last year graduated, and the person who got it this year had to step down due to mental distress. Caused by this program, actually. Really, the writer you've got working on the show is absolutely awful.
Well, as the acting program director for WJMU, what exactly could you do about the supposed lack of quality in our program? What do you have the power to do?
Well, considering that to get a position such as the writer for a weekly program for our station, one must sign up for the CO 181 class. I could simply reassign the person or have them drop the class. Then, I would either have another person taking the CO 181 class, preferably one who can tell a good script idea from a hole in the ground, take over as writer. Or I could just cancel the show altogether.
Well, personally, I'd rather this show not be canceled.
For your sake, my pet, neither do I. So the ideal situation is that we find a decent writer for you. And the rest of the cast, of course, they're great, we can keep them. Who's the person writing for you now?
Frank Macaluso.
Ugh, awful surname. 4 syllables? 10 seconds of time wasted. 20 if you mispronounce it. Not like your name, Boes. It's a good, direct, 1-syllable surname. I believe all surnames ought to be kept to 1 syllable. 2 or 3 maybe, if you absolutely must, but no more. Anyway, I've snuck a peek at that play he wrote for Pipe Dream's New Works Workshop. I wouldn't line the bottom of a birdcage with that nonsensical drivel. So, obviously, I'd get rid of Macaluso.
Macaluso.
Honey, don't bother. It won't matter when you're famous.
Please don't.
Anyway, once he's gone, let's see. Who else can write a variety program? I think I may have to take drastic measures and draft someone in the cast. Like Michael Santos. Ooh, that's a wonderful surname. Santos. It commands respect. Does he write?
I don't really know.
Oh, well. Maybe I could get Lane Casper to do it. You've had her on your show once or twice, right? You know, her sister wrote the Tunneling series last semester. Absolutely beautiful. Or... What about that guy Brian Barker? Oh, he's as talented as he is handsome. Now, I've read some of his writing. He's got the soul of a poet.
Yes, well, Frank actually asked him about writing for the series, and he declined.
Of course he would. He wouldn't want his good name plastered on some mediocre script, now would he?
Mr. Anderson, Brian Barker is primarily a screenwriter. He told me so himself.
It won't take him too long to adjust, especially if we can get Casper to help out with a couple episodes at the start. Then we'll have the perfect vehicle for you, my dear.
I'm starting to get very uncomfortable with this, Mr. Anderson.
What's making you uncomfortable?
Well, for one thing, we've only met today, and already you're calling me honey and my pet and my dear.
Those are just terms of endearment.
I have a bazooka, and I will blow you to smithereens if you don't stop.
Now, let's not lose our temper and say things we might regret, Tiger Drawers.
Stop that.
Hey, Emily, what's going on here?
Well, I was trying to have a nice, dignified conversation with Mr. Anderson here.
Anderson?
Yes, William Anderson, the acting program director for WJMU.
Acting program director, my ass. That's my old roommate, Charlie Simpkins.
What?
We were roommates last semester for 2 days before he tried to kill me with a forklift. And he gave you some cockamamie story about being the program director?
Well, how was I to know?
You could have asked me, or Professor Meister, or Tiffany Wilson, the real program director.
Ah, but she had to step down.
The only person doing any stepping around here is you. Now beat it, you psycho. I think this'll be the last time we ever try to do anything dignified on this show.